Hello and welcome everyone to our Flex Friday episode of Major Money. And it's a pretty special one today. We're going to do it a little bit different. There is a massive college football game tonight. It is the second semifinal between Texas and Ohio State. And I just thought it would be do little things different, be a little bit fun to just run down some of the most popular plays. And if I would play over under, this is not remotely expert. I even looked at what squares at just off the top of the head. If that feels like an over or under to me, I just thought it'd be a little bit fun. And then I will give out my Flex Friday play. Y'all know, I've been having fun with some of the combo squares recently, and I'm going to continue that today. They've been a lot of fun to play, and I've done decently well on them as of late. So we're going to continue this, and we're just going to see how it goes. What's up, Daniel? Good afternoon. We're going to jump right into it. But before we get to all these plays right here, new member offer, play $5, get $50 instantly. That's when you use the code 5. That's FIVE. I will, as always, tweet out a link right after. But if you don't want to wait for that, just sign up for PrizePicks, legal in most states in one way or another. Even if you don't have standard access, like in Georgia, I don't have access to FanDuel or anything like that. But I can play PrizePicks completely. I don't have to even play the arena. I have full access to the boards and obviously college sports. So even if you're thinking, man, I typically can't do, sports betting, you might be able to do PrizePicks. So look into that. And when you do, use the code 5, that's FIVE, and you get $50 instantly in promo funds. So without further ado, let's jump into over-under. Texas has a good defense. Ohio State's been the best team in the college football playoff by far. They have been murdering. They murdered the Vols. They murdered Oregon. Texas, they beat Clemson pretty good. The score looked a little bit closer than the game really was. And then Texas, in, I believe, double overtime off the top of my head, made it past Arizona State in an all-time classic of a college football playoff game. Texas is still a really good team, though. Ohio State has to be favored in this game. But I think it could get real interesting. I would not be shocked if either team won. All right, so first up, Jeremiah Smith. I mean, this dude has been dominating. 88.5 receiving yards in the college football playoff semifinal. That's 103, 187. And this dude has been scoring touchdowns, been wide open every single time. 88 and a half. Ooh, it seems really high, but the way he's been playing, he's been unguardable. I'll go with over. I'll just ride the guy that's been playing. I mean, if he came out right now, he would be the number one pick in this draft. He's been absolutely ridiculous. Next, we got Travion Henderson, 51.5 rushing yards. Texas has a good rushing defense. But I think they're going to be a little bit worried about the passing game and lean a little bit more on the passing. I'm actually going over on this one. This one, I don't feel like I even have to think about that much. This feels very good to me. You can see he hits this almost every single game in the last 5. The only one he didn't was Michigan, and we know that game is out the window right now. That's not the standard Ohio State we know now. I like Travion Henderson going over. Quinn Ewers against Ohio State, 242.5 passing yards. That is a lot. He's been very up and down. I am going to go 3, 2, 1. I'm going to go under. I think Texas's best chance is having long possessions, limiting Ohio State's offense. Ohio State's defense has been playing great as of late. There's some rumors out there. That if Quinn Ewers doesn't play too great, I mean, maybe they throw in Arch Manning to see, but I think Quinn Ewers is going to have a good game, but I don't know about the passing yards. You can see Arizona State 322, Clemson 202, Georgia 358. I mean, he was great in that game. Texas A&M 218, Kentucky 191. I think this is going to be a lower stat game for Quinn Ewers, and we'll see how that goes. Will Howard passing, touchdowns. You can see he's been dialing it up as of late. To me, that's an over. And look, second most popular just showed up on the board randomly. Matthew Golden, 68.5 receiving yards. He's been kind of their go-to guy. So even though I'm going under on Quinn Ewers, I'm going over on Matthew Golden receiving yards. I think he's going to break out maybe one or two there to be able to hit this number pretty easily. Will Howard passing yards. I'm probably going to go over because I think Ohio State's going to get a lot of yards here. Their offense has been unstoppable. So I'm going a lot of overs. You can see I'm going. Like I said, I think Ohio State is pretty favored in this game. So I'm just going to continue with that. Amika, 62.5. I'm probably going under on this. He's a great player, great receiver, but I really like Jeremiah Smith and the way he's been playing. And I think they're going to, like I said, I think Texas is going to be worried about the pass and try to limit it. I could see him going under while the others go over. Brett Auburn, rough game last time, but usually typically very reliable kicker. It's at 6 kicking points. In a game like this, Texas should get 1 or 2 touchdowns and a couple field goal opportunities. I really like this over 6 kicking points. It's been pretty consistent all year long. I don't see why that would not continue. Even if they get blown out, he's going to kick 2 field goals surely and 1, extra point. Now, if he makes them or not after his rough game, maybe he bounces back really well. And we'll do one more. Quintevrion Windsor. Rush attempts. Like I said, I'm going to go over because I think the best way Texas has in this is longer possessions, grind it out, and just riding that. Don't think they should play fast. I don't think they should risk giving the ball to Ohio State, even though, like I said, Texas has a very good defense. A lot of people consider Texas's defense like top 3 in the nation. I just think their best way of doing it is to not give the ball to the ultra hot Ohio State offense that has been playing phenomenal ball as of late. So if you notice a little trend right here, I like a lot of the overs, but a lot of the most common ones were pretty similar with Ohio State. I think Ohio State's going to do fairly well like they have been every game this year, but I like over on Golden, under on Ewers, over on Auburn, and Windsor over because I think that's their best chance of winning. Now, as far as my Flex Friday, like I said, I'm having some fun with these combos, and I'm going to continue. I got 2 rebounding ones, Giannis and Goja, over 20.5. I like this play a lot. I won't spend too much time on it because we've already been talking about other picks, but I like over for this. Cat and Hartenstein, 26. Cat's been getting regularly 15, 16, 20 rebounds himself. Hartenstein has that same ability to do that. Very, very high number of 26. Typically, the highest one's like 23. Highest ones I've seen before this, 23.5. To have a combo of 26, it kind of shows their rebounding, skill and how good they are and how they focus on it. So I like this over, even though it's a very high number. Maybe I get burned, but this is a fun one to play. 2 of the best rebounders. I like the over there. Now, Jalen Brunson and Shea. Shea should be MVP right now. Shea went to high school in my hometown city. Big Shea fan, smoothest player in the league. Absolutely a dog. I think he can drop 35 on any given night, and he's proven that with his averages. Jalen Brunson, that guy can be a scoring machine when he wants to be as well. OKC versus New York Knicks, big matchup as well. I like both of these flat-out dogs to come out and show up. Next, we got Jaylen Brown and DeMar DeRozan, 42 points. professional scorer DeMar DeRozan. It doesn't matter how many years he's in the league. Doesn't matter how the league changes. He slightly adapts and shoots more threes than he has in his, when he first started career in a mid-range. But man, that man still lives in the mid-range and is one of the best mid-range shooters of all time. He only has to carry his weight, get 21 points. And you have Jaylen Brown on any given night is going to, explode for 30, and he might even have 15 and a quarter. And Jaylen Brown's going to get his touches. Sacramento, Boston. The only issue with this one is it could be a blowout, but I trust these two very consistent players over the courses of their careers. And DeMar, in my opinion, is Hall of Famer. Jaylen Brown, Finals MVP. He's on that trek as well. So I'm going to trust them to just each get 21 points, and then at least we get the push. But I think there's a good chance each one could get 25 right here in our game tonight. So that's my Flex Friday play. I'm playing all four of these. Flex Friday, free $20. If I lose, I get my money back. Get $100 if all four hit. If only three hit, I walk away with a profit of $10. Hey, profit's profit. But these are all fun little combos to play. They're all ones that I liked playing. And then we went over some of the most popular Ohio State and Texas lines here of over and under. I could be completely wrong on this. I've not done great on college football playoff, but it is the big game today. And might be the biggest game remaining. No slide at Notre Dame, but I think the winner of this is definitely going to be favored by a decent margin in the college football playoff final. So let me know what y'all are thinking tonight for y'all's Flex Friday. Let me know if y'all hit y'all's Flex Friday. I always say let's steal some money from PrizePicks. Let's do that on college football playoff, as well as the NBA slate and whatever else we are betting tonight. You see it at the bottom of your screen. Use the code 5, get $50 instantly when you create a $5 lineup. Hey, it's simple as that. Free money. Just use that code 5 at sign up, and be sure to check in it if you're not in a state that you think has sports betting. PrizePicks might be available just like it is for me in Georgia. So with that, let's steal some money from PrizePicks. We will see y'all on Sunday. We got some NFL playoff action that we now get to talk about. So we'll see y'all then. Let's enjoy what should be, and hoping for, a good game, hoping for a close game. Ohio State hasn't played many of those in the college football playoff, though. So let's see what happens. Y'all have a good night.